All right, y'all, look at that. Got them heads off that joint. Got the heads off, man. Let's coolant in each cylinder. Just dry that out. You got a little buildup on our DOD side cylinders as well, man. But we got the heads off. Of course, we still got to pull this off. Pull the lifters out. Pull the cam out. You know, there's still quite a bit we still got to do still yet, but right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my dot to dot lined up. Number one cylinder up top. Man. There's quite a bit of nastiness going on inside this dude. Nastiness. I gotta clean all this up, man. Clean it up. For 110,000. Of course, this is a DOD cylinder, as you can see. Look at that white spot right there. That's not good. That's not good. Not a big fan of that. Anyway, let's get this number one cylinder up.
Number one cylinder top dead center, so we can pull the cam, pull the lifters, pull the cam.
Here, gotta get number one, top dead center. Dot to dot. You would think that would be it right there. Guess what? I don't see a dot. Let me get to this flashlight side. All right, there's a dot. There's a dot, y'all. But I'm gonna rotate it all the way because I don't like it. I'll rotate it all the way. Wow, the buildup on these pistons, man. Wow. I mean, bunch of crud. Bunch of crud. Here's a cut brush, to be honest. Cut brush. Let's go back to number one again. I don't see a dot. I don't see a dot. I don't see a dot. We up, top dead center. I don't see a dot. Go again. Okay, we got an arrow. We got an arrow. There's my arrow. Where it needs to be. Right there. Where it needs to be. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull these lifters. These are the problem childs right there, y'all. Jump. Jump, man. Jump. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah. Set it over here. Jumpity jump. Jumpity jump. All right. All right. Let's get these other lifters out. It should come right out. Like so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jump. See, we back, y'all. Got the heads off. Got the lawn cover off. Brand new valley cover. Brand new valley cover gasket. BTR course. You notice we don't have that alarm sensor. I mean, there's so many different, guys are like, man, just unplug it. You can do this and get away with it. Da, 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 da. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get this one jumping. Brand new bolts, like I said. Let's see, can we? Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and push the bolts through. Go ahead and push the bolts through. Got football on. I'm not a sports guy, man. I don't watch a lot of sports. Okay, never mind. I thought that dude would. I thought they would stay. So I guess they won't. We're gonna go ahead and lay this thing on there. Get our boat started. I did wipe down all this on top. I did wipe it down. Hit it with the emery cloth. Verify that we got it on the right way. Oregon Penn State game is on. I said I'm not a sports guy. I played sports, but I'm not one to watch it now. What we got, man? We got something going on back here. We got something going on back here. There it is. That alarm plug is in the way. Alarm plug is in the way. I'm standing on a bucket, probably going to bust my butt. So if I do, don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Oh. Yeah, man, I don't know what GM was thinking about putting all this in the engine, man. Don't make sense. Do not make sense. We got nothing underneath that. We're good. Shiny valley cover. Put some lifters in. Hey, y'all, we see we got the heads back on, intake back on, rockers on, push rods in. Got to put the manifolds back on, and I'm still wrestling with this oil pump. That's the only reason why we haven't buttoned that up yet. So I'm going to climb down in there. The bolt's loose. I just don't want it to fall in the pan. That's the biggest issue, is making sure it don't fall in the pan. So let me climb in here, make sure we get this oil pump off. And then once we get the oil pump off, go ahead and stick the other one on and line up my top dead center. Put my VVT back on. Then we can move on. Need a girdle for that bolt over there. I don't like that bolt way down there. I don't know why Chevrolet did that. They should have just switched it and put it over there, but you know how they do. They put collapsing lifters on stuff. But yeah, man, we back in business, so let's see. Part 2. We back on this. DOD is happening. There's a million ways to change the oil pump. I know. There's also another way you can change the oil pump. It takes patience, maybe some cuss words, and possibly you better have a magnet on deck, because this thing, you don't want it to drop in the oil pan. That's why the fishing string is on here. Got it out. We have the aftermarket girdle going back on with the new oil pump. So yeah, man, we back on this thing. Grid line these dot to dot up right here, dot to dot, and put my oil pump on, and then exhaust manifolds, and reverse the process. Reverse the process, man. But I did not bolt this down yet because I want to verify that everything's rocking and rolling first. But it's definitely reversing the process. I don't know how many of y'all use MLS gaskets. I don't know how many use copper coat, but I'm a big fan of copper coat. So I copper coat the head gaskets, put them on. Yes, man. So I'm gonna set the camera up. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get, because again, we just reversing the process, cleaned everything up, cleaned those pistons up. They were nasty looking. Well, we cleaned them up. Got some seafoam. I'm gonna run some seafoam through the whole system, change the oil, and then of course coolant, and what else was it? All that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. As like I said, there's a whole lot that had to come off. But we back in business, man. And the crazy thing is, I need to do this same process on my truck. My truck. They said 12 hours. Man, they hit that nail wrong. It take longer than 12 hours, man. And I ain't as young as I used to be. And this stuff makes you sore. You get sore doing it. So, but yeah, man, let me get to it. I'm going to set y'all up. We might chit-chat through it, but it might be a lot of speeding up, B-rolling, that type of stuff, just so we can get it jumping, get it going. We have coil packs over here. We have the old oil pump there, alternator, cam cover, timing cover. Of course, this is my dampener. Got a new dampener bolt. Got a new cam bolt. Got new spark plugs. Got new valve cover gaskets. Yes. I got new header bolts, manifold bolts. And this is the VLOM, man. This is the thing that that's part of the issue. I don't know how it works for real, but it's got something to do with oil. Oil and sensors and all that. This is your passage. Remember I was telling you about a screen inside here? There's a screen inside this thing right here for your oil pressure sensor. That screen gets clogged, then your oil pressure sensor reads 0. Granted, you'll have oil pressure sometimes, but it's going to say 0. So that screen, most of the time you run into these, people say pull it out, get rid of it. or put a new one in it. However you want to do. That's totally up to you. But we ready to jump on this thing, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry I didn't film none of this, man. My apologies that I didn't get none of this done as far as getting y'all the goods on how it all goes back together. This is part 2. Part 2 is it's running. Part 2 is we got oil pressure. Part 2 is we're doing the DOD with HP tuners delete as we speak. Part 2 is we still haven't got the belt on. We don't have no coolant in it. We don't have the fans in it, but we do have the radiator hooked up. And what else? So fans, coolant, and we definitely got to change the oil because the oil is, it says it on the screen, change oil now. I made a freaking mess. But as you can see, we got it all back together, laid back in, same way it was factory. Looks like it is anyway. Running that synthetic in there. You see there's all the lines. I'll start it for y'all here in a minute, but like I said, we're doing the HP tuner thingamajig right there. Right there. Only thing I don't like about these newer trucks, man, with the automatic lights, it'll run that battery down so quick if you don't turn them off and have the door shut and have the radio off and have the air conditioner off and have whatever else off that it's not supposed to be on. Unplug all chargers from the cigarette lighter. It drains the battery so quick just trying to do a flash. 2013, we got better oil pressure than we had when we first started, which is a plus. But we didn't have no oil pressure problems to begin with. But our oil pressure is up even more now, so that's a plus. We do got a little mess right there that we got to fix. 2013 DOD delete cam. There it is. There it is. Let me get over here and do this thing real quick. And it's a late night, man. Gotta get up, do work in the morning. Again. But we had to get this jumping, man. We had to get it jumping. Had to get him back in the streets. This 12-hour stuff they talking about, wrong. I don't know where they got that from. It took longer than 12 hours. But we did put a new oil pump in, and I fought that bolt forever. That bolt that we talked about forever. So, all right. Let's take a look at all this. All right, as you can see, 5.3 liter. We got to get over here to the. To the DOD, man. We have to get over to that. See where it says enabled? We got to shut that off. We got to shut him off. And what I also like to do, I like to go over here to this engine diag, DTCs, go all the way down to the ones that says, hey, we need to turn on, we need to turn off. I like to go down there and shut them off as well. See where it says cylinder deactivation valve circuit open on bank 1, cylinder 1. I like to go over here and say no report. Cylinder deactivation system, no report. I don't know if y'all see that. And these are your DOD cylinders. 4, 6, and 1 and 7. 4, 6, and 1 and 7. Let's knock this back. We still have to put the fluids in it, but I want to let it run for a minute. Try to flush some of that nastiness out. We put the sea foam in it. So I done changed all that, right? Then I like to go over here, save as. It's gonna ask me for license options. Let's see. I don't need y'all seeing his VIN. Like it makes a difference. I don't know. But we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna call it. I say it's 2013 Red Nick. DOD delete. We did that physically and with the laptop. So now we have to go and dump that file back in here. So I'm gonna do that and we'll jump back, y'all. We'll walk around, I'll start it, let y'all hear it. As a matter of fact, let y'all look at the oil pressure as well. Make sure, okay, yeah. Let y'all look at the oil pressure as well, and then I'm also running out of memory on my phone, so that sucks. So it might take a minute with this. I probably should have tried to start it to get some charge in the battery. We got the headlights off. Let's see, off. Brake is on. Headlights should stay off. We have no lights on. The only thing we got on is the radio, which I don't like, but I don't want to mess with it right now. We got a trailer brake. This guy has two Guinness Book. Let me turn around. Guy has 2 Guinness Book World Records, and he did this when he was in his 20s. He set 2 Guinness Book World Records in his 20s, and he said he ain't even tried it no more. So, hey, do you got your Guinness plaque? You care if I put one on here? All right. Yeah. So check it. Yeah, and y'all think I'm joking? Nah, man. He's a really Guinness Book World Record holder 2 years in a row. First year, he broke someone's record. Second year, he broke his own record. Which is cool, man. He grows some of the biggest watermelons you'll ever see. He grows some of the biggest cantaloupes you'll ever see. He grows some of the biggest, I want to say pumpkins. I'm not sure on the pumpkins, but I want to say he grows pumpkins too, man. Hey, and also, I done linked up with someone else on some shirts. It'll be a whole shebang. If y'all want a shirt, y'all go to this with a link, and boom, there it is. All right, y'all. Y'all thought I was joking. Guinness Book World Records. You see that? A 67-pound cantaloupe. Have you ever in your life? 67 pounds, 2019.
Got a picture of it over.
He's got a picture of it. So, again, you know, you never know who you run into and what people like, man. He got it going on, man. Green thumb, a 67-pound cantaloupe. He's gonna find a picture for us. We're gonna put it. We're gonna show y'all that.
Pumpkins, like.
Yeah, that's it. I said, well.
This is a pumpkin. That's one of my grooves.
How much was the top?
This is 1,270 pounds.
The top one's 1,270. Both of them. Is that the same pumpkin?
Same pumpkin, yeah.
Y'all imagine that? Have y'all seen that? 1,270 pounds. Good gracious. Good gracious. I told you. Grow some of the biggest pumpkins, cantaloupes, watermelons. What's the water? Is watermelon.
That's the time. That's the 4th largest watermelon ever grown.
4th largest.
324 pounds.
324-pound watermelon.
That's in the same truck we're riding in right now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hit the fender wells on both sides.
On both sides is that watermelon. Look at this. Y'all ever seen such? Y'all, this young man, I give it to him, man. He been doing this quite a while. You just started on a whim, didn't you?
Just started for the hell of it.
So I'm gonna try something different.
Yeah,
There's the cantaloupe.
The post office sitting on the scales.
Official weight. And then when you weighed it, you had to have.
They have a bunch of witnesses.
Yeah.
Here it was before we weighed it.
You was a little young pup.
Little baby, wasn't it? Let me find it. Yeah, you had to have 5 non-family.
There it is. Look at that monster, man.
That's the first world record. The second world record, I don't have pictures of it in this book, but I've got it online and stuff.
Yeah, so y'all, that's the first. That's when he won it the first time. Then the next time, the Guinness you just showed us, is that the second one or the first?
That's the first one.
Okay, that's the first
I broke my own record the next year.
Yep. So y'all hear it, broke his own record the next year. And then he says, I'm going to go ahead and let somebody else have it for a minute, and then I'm going to come back and just make it to where can't nobody catch it.
Just grow watermelon.
So, again, man, it's just, my thing happened to be cars. His thing happened to be watermelons and cantaloupes and and pumpkins. Man, could you imagine a 1,200-pound pumpkin? The watermelons I've seen for myself. I've seen them for myself with my own eyes. The pumpkin, I want to say I've seen it as well. Hey, you won the biggest in Kentucky, right? Several years.
The year I just grow watermelons now, but I had the first largest in the world, the third largest in the world, the 9th, the 11th, and I believe the 17th largest in the world this year.
Wow.
Got real fortunate and lucky.
In the world. So he just said, man, never mind Kentucky. He said, I'm going for the world record.
I want the world record.
Heard that.
Those the easy ones.
You have to talk to him. We just finished the file. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Oh, the battery again. Let me unplug my laptop. Hold on. Yeah, we got the look at that oil pressure, man. Look at that oil pressure, man. Another thing, the alternator's not hooked up. The belt's not hooked up. So, and that's the reason why it's not charging. I forgot about that. So I got to put the belt back on for it to charge. And you see it. Oil pressure's good. We fought that boat, man. We fought that boat. So the thing now is coolant and oil change. Coolant and oil change. Of course, you see this says oil change now. So, yeah, we good. And we're running strictly off the battery. So, quiet. Here, I wanted to let y'all hear it. I didn't let y'all hear it before, which was kind of rude of me. I didn't let y'all hear it before. It's gonna start running probably a little rough because I don't have the alternator belt on, and it's decharging the battery as we're standing here. Yeah. So we gotta put the alternator on. She's quiet. She don't sound like she did, do she? She had a little shake, rattle, and roll before. You smell a little coolant off the headers burning. It's gonna take a little bit. Let me shut this off. That's the battery's dead. If you'd have left that little charger on there.
Well, I didn't know if I needed to do it.
No, I didn't plug it back up. We would have been fine. The only reason is I don't have I guess I can put it back on. I don't have the belt back on, y'all. So I need to put that back on. Don't want to let it run too much either because we ain't got much coolant in it. I kind of like cycling it 3 or 4 times, get some heat in it, and then, let it chill. I'm going to go ahead and put the belt on so we're not dealing with having to plug this charger up 14 different times. So let me get the belt back on, and we'll do we may have to come back, put the coolant in it, and change the oil. Well, he said he's going to change the oil, so we definitely don't want to leave him down too much longer. So, my bad that y'all didn't get to see no action. It just all went back together the same way it came apart. And we got to do this. Look at this, man. Inside with heat. So, watch football the first time. Watched a little football this time. We did more listening to music this time. And getting busy at the same time, man. I want to say I appreciate him for letting me, trusting me to come over, do the thing on this car, on this truck, let me get together. A very common problem with Chevrolet. So if you got a DOD, Chevrolet, GMC, whatever, and it's not turned off through the ECM, you don't have a dongle plugged in, you don't have a way to turn it off, you might want to try to find one. And if you're not having no problems with it, keep riding. But my suggestion is you might want to find one.
Turn it off.
Yeah. Man. Appreciate y'all watching. Be blessed. Stay blessed. Swaps out.